What's up? Something really weird came out of Comic-Con very recently. Wesley Snipes has said that apparently he and Marvel have had talks about him possibly returning. Here's what he said. Blade 4 is controlled, and this is quoted, Blade 4 is controlled by Marvel, and we did have a really productive and wonderful meeting, and we discussed a number of things. I don't know where it's on their schedule at this point. That hasn't been decided. I guess it's still up in the air. So that's what he said when they asked him if he, if he would be interested in returning. And I watched a little bit of the Marvel live stream yesterday, and he was, he met with an interviewer, and this was on Marvel's YouTube channel, and he was talking about how Blade might interact with the Avengers. Now, this really surprises me, because they didn't have any meetings with Eric Bana about returning as Hulk. They just got Edward Norton and later Mark Ruffalo without any hesitation. They didn't have any talks with Ben Affleck about returning as Daredevil once they got the rights back. And then once Sony and Marvel came to a deal, I mean, they got rid of Andrew Garfield in a heartbeat, and they didn't even approach Tobey Maguire. If you don't believe me, I mean, just look at the Sony leaked emails. They say that Marvel says before they get the rights back, not the rights back, but before they come to the deal, it says, if we come to this deal, we're rebooting, and it's going to be a teen Spider-Man. And with a new actor. And they didn't have any talks with Thomas Jane about returning as Punisher. They just, kicked him to the curb and got John Bernthal. And I guess you could say the same about Elektra, although by the time, Daredevil and Punisher were recast, it was kind of a no-brainer. But, so it really surprises me that he's been approached back to do Blade. I guess maybe it's because, a lot of fans liked him. I loved him as Blade. I think it's whoever does play Blade next, if it's not him, which I still don't think it'll be him. If they even do Blade again. I don't even know if they will do Blade again. Because, I think Blade, I love the Blade movies, but I think at the time it was more of a, it was just putting your foot in the water type of thing. And he even mentioned, a lot of the things that they did at the time were just, like a test, and now they become customary in the Avengers movies. So I loved all the Blade movies. I even loved the third one. I know a lot of people hated it. I actually didn't mind it that much, Blade Trinity. So I would love to see him return. I don't think, he is going to return. But, it surprises me that he's even been approached because, I guess you could say a lot of fans loved him, and maybe that's the reason why. But, I mean, there was a whole fan petition with tons and tons of signatures, and there was this whole social media thing in which they were trying to get Andrew Garfield, in which they were trying to convince Marvel Studios to keep Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Some people even said they would rather Sony keep the rights and not let Spider-Man be in the Avengers than have Andrew Garfield be replaced. So yeah, either way, I think it would be good to see, what Marvel does with their next Blade movie. But we'll just have to wait and see. So tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'm out.
And claims that he can make Wade a superhero. Wade wants to do the right thing.